Hey guys, what's up? This is Bobby from One More Rep Fitness, and today I want to go over some nutritional principles with you. And basically, everyone's kind of looking for the perfect diet, the diet that's going to bring rapid fat loss. But the truth is, the best one that works is that there's really no best one, first of all, but there's ones that are right for you. Okay, you want to eat in a way that you can sustain for the rest of your life. All right. And that's going to allow you to still lose weight while you do that, okay? Anything that's going to deprive you or demonize food, especially food that you love, is just send you on a path of disappointment. So, a lot of times when we diet, our mentality is, hey, we're just going to use our willpower and we're just going to really be motivated and focused and we're going to cut all the foods that we love, all right? And now, some people are super motivated, they can push themselves, they can do this, they can lose weight, but what happens is most people always bounce back from this, all right? We want to eat in a way that we eat for the rest of our lives, okay? So instead of going on a diet, and I don't adhere to any, let's say, typical diets here at One More Rep Fitness, but this is kind of my thought process when I coach people through nutrition, and I'm going to break them down. It's about four or five steps. I'll break it down quickly. Hopefully this will give you a better perspective on how to plan your meals and, improve your nutrition so you reach your goals, but you're still able to live life. So you still be able to go out for a couple drinks on a weekend, have a pizza, eat your favorite foods, but still lose weight, build muscle, and all that stuff. So we're on the board behind me. Just little notes. First thing is build awareness. Now this is huge. You want to make sure that you're aware of everything you're eating. First thing I always have people do is take 3 or 5 days and record. Be very diligent with this, guys, is record everything that you eat here, okay? 2 reasons for this. Awareness precedes change, right? A lot of times we just get stuck in our routine and we do things so unconsciously, okay? But once we sit down and track anything, we become aware of it, our brain will automatically make better choices, okay? Sometimes we're just not aware of how much we're eating, or maybe even how little we're eating, or how much we're eating out of a certain food, okay? And second reason is that if we don't track something, and when we try to make changes, so we bust through plateaus, we're just kind of throwing shit against the wall. But if we know exactly what you're eating, it's very easy to make adjustments, all right? And not stay at plateaus for too long, which would suck, right? So we want to build awareness. The second thing we want to do is basically pick one or two things and improve your nutritional habits here. Now, instead of throwing 7 things at you, and I always, when I meet people when I do initial desk days with them, is I always say is that like most people are really busy, they have kids, they have a job. For you to think that you can say train 4 days a week, on top of that, outside the training, we're going to change like 7 to 8 habits in your life because that's what most diets call for. It's very unrealistic they can maintain that or even do that well. So we'll pick 2 things that we can do. We're very confident that we can maintain for 2 or 3 weeks and think about mastering them, all right? And once we do that, we make them into a habit, and we can just kind of build on that, okay? And then over time, what you'll see is that you have a lot of healthy habits, okay? And that you're able to lose fat and eat like this without it being so hard, if that makes sense to you. So what I usually recommend is take away deficiencies first, okay? And just basic habits. So want to make sure you're not dehydrated, so drink some water. Make sure that you get protein in diet so you can recover from your workout. So have a protein with each meal. Second, make sure that most of the time, let's say 80% of the time, your carbohydrates come from clean sources like unprocessed grains, potatoes, rice, oatmeal, stuff like that. And also make sure that you want to also get essential fats in. Fats that are going to fuel your hormones so you can lose fat, such as omega-3 fats from fish, fats from plants like nuts and olive oil, and some saturated fats like coconut oil, okay? And the last deficiency I probably focus on is making sure that you eat enough green vegetables in your diet. So you have plenty of fiber, which will help with your gut health, which makes all the difference when it comes to fat loss. And secondly, to give your body all the vitamins and minerals it needs to basically do its job, right? The vitamins and minerals in your body basically make everything help. They don't make things work, but they aid in different processes, all right? So you have more vitamins and minerals in your body, it's a lot easier to burn fat, okay? So once you do those, okay, you're good. You're probably going to lose a weight and build muscle, and it really can be that simple. And again, you just want to focus on probably 1 or 2 things, right? So for instance, maybe every single day you're going to commit to drinking half your body weight in ounces, and then you're going to have a protein with each meal, okay? But really do things that you're very confident with. So say you feel like you can do the water every day, but protein with each meal you kind of worry about. Maybe what you'll do is make sure that you'll have a high protein breakfast every single morning for breakfast, all right? And then you do that for 3 weeks, and then maybe you add it for lunch. And the whole thing is building habits one at a time. And once you turn these to a habit, it's not so hard anymore, okay? And the last thing with this, guys, is now what we want to do is this is something that we don't necessarily need to do, most people. But say if you're trying to lose a lot of fat, or you're trying to build a lot of muscle, we want to kind of track your calories or your food consumption, okay? So that's the last step. Again, not everyone has to do it. If goals are more general, where you're just trying to lose some fat, get pretty lean, build some muscle, you probably just have to work on the habits. But if you're really trying to get really fit, you might have to track calories. Basically, figure out how many calories that you need to get to your goal, and make sure you're hitting that, okay? Using that through some type of calorie count app is probably the best way. Or you can actually use this do this method called the hand method, where each meal you track protein by the palm size, you track vegetables by the size of your fist, you track carbohydrates by the scoop of your hand, you track fats by the size of your thumb. And you basically kind of just start with a foundation. So we say if you're a female, you have one of each with each male. And then and then after 2 weeks, if you haven't lost any weight, you probably cut back on that. So maybe 2 meals a day, you'll cut out the carbohydrates, all right? Because that will lower calories, lower your carbs a little bit, all right? And then you just keep track. Then you just basically be consistent with that. And then if it needs adjustments after 2 weeks, you just make adjustments, all right? So these are basically a long-term sustainable approach to eating, okay? And basically what ends up happening is that you end up being really healthy because you took away nutritional deficiencies, all right? And what happens is you just have to do that stuff 89% of the time. You can still have your pizza and your beers, but if you have a goal, the thing is that you're not going to have that all the time, all right? But it doesn't mean that you have to completely eliminate it, okay? Because you enjoy that stuff and you should do what you enjoy. If you guys have any questions on nutritional stuff, or if you want to get a nutritional death state where we'll sit down, we'll figure out kind of the limiting factor and basically build a strategy so you guys can get to the next level with your nutrition program. I'm going to just post a quick link. There's no obligation. It's free. We'll just sit down, talk nutrition for about 30-40 minutes. We can see if we can help you. If you're interested in that, make sure you click the link below. And guys, if you guys going to be making a lot more of these videos, so if you guys have anything you guys want me to talk about, please let me know. I'm glad to help you guys. Have a great day.